Alright, I am back at it again today. And today I am going to do a review on, see it, Donald Gaskins, but it's upside down. Yeah, that ain't going to do shit. But yeah, Donald Gaskins, y'all probably know him from Angry Grandpa. If y'all watch his videos, like, years back, he made a review about this guy. He was best friends with him back in the day. But they called him Pee Wee Gaskins. But his real name is Donald Gaskins, but they call him Pee Wee. That's literally all they called him was by his Pee Wee because he was so short. Shorter than me. I think it was like 5 foot, like 5'3", 5'5", something like that. But anyways, let's get with it. Donald Gaskins, he was born in South Carolina with his abusive / sexual mother / she was a drunk who forced him to watch her have sex with other men because she was off and on with other men at the time. His first crimes was simple, starting out robbing gas stations for like candy bars and all that shit. Then money to support him and his friend because it was mainly just him and his friend who was just out by himself. They had nobody really, like I said, because his mother was a complete drunk. And she mainly just took her time on alcohol. He was in prison off and on in his teenage life. His first time in juvie was for 1 year, and I believe he broke into a car, something like that. He broke into a car, and then he got 1 year in prison for that. But since that, he was so small, people took advantage of him in prison, well, juvie, I should say, and there was this gang called the Boss Men. I don't know how many people are there, but it was this gang in there called the Boss Man. And the first day he was raped in prison, well, juvie. I don't know why I keep calling it prison, but he was raped in juvie his first day. And then soon after his release from juvie, just 6 months, he went back in. And he went back in for beating the owner's wife with a hammer, and he got 5 years in prison. So they put him with the adults because that was like an adult crime, basically. Like, he put him back in there. Then he was raped again by a builder, and one day he killed him while he was taking this shit. The dude was saying, like, yo, Gaskins, there's no toilet paper. And then Gaskins smiled and was just like, okay. And the dude already knew what was going to happen. And then I guess the Gaskins just killed him, started stabbing him with something in his shoulder. And they got him right here. And then he was sentenced for 3 extra more years, so that's like 8 to 9 years right there he got total, because his first really big time was, like I said, 5 years, so they added an extra 3 to 4, so that's like 9 years in prison, so he kind of got off easy like that. But really, this guy, he was hitchhiking, he was looking for hitchhikers, and the first time he ever committed a crime, one of the most dangerous crimes, I should say, he seen these 2 elderly couple parked on top of a mountain because they wanted to go for like a nice little evening drive, and Gaskins saw them, and they thought it was a cop, so the way his car was, he was flashing the lights, and it was Gaskins with a mask. He had a gun, told him to give all the money, and they gave them $20. And Gaskins forced her to do some sexual stuff, and her husband, I think, was like tied up or something like that into a car waiting for them to be done. But the cops showed up and Gaskins took off the mask. The lady was telling him to take off the mask so they won't think nothing's up. She was all calm with it. And he took off the mask and that what happened. I guess he got away with that. And he moved. He had 2 wives. And they moved around. I think they moved to North Carolina when they first got married because he was a straight Carolina guy. He wanted to stay in Carolina, so he moved in with his first wife. And he had 1 kid with her, and then the other wife, he had another kid. But I guess his actual true murder was after prison was his niece, and she was 15 years old at the time where he plunged her to death, and he got sentenced for that. And yeah, he got sentenced for that. But all the other crimes he shot, well, he did basically did the same thing to the elderly, to these 2 teenagers, like he did the elderly couple. He ain't had no sexual course with them, but he pointed a gun at them, and they both gave him $15, and he dipped off. And that's when he did that to the elderly couple, but had sexual intercourse. And he saw a teenage girl walking, hitchhiking, and then he put her up in a car, and he raped her and all that for 2.5 hours or so. And then he dropped her back off. I believe he got charged with that. I cannot remember. But yeah, he got charged with that, I believe, more than likely, because he let her go. And, what else am I missing? Oh, and, he was actually the first ever man really to kill somebody while on death row after he committed. I think they claimed he said he claimed that he killed 50 plus people, but the court only found 13 bodies by him, but he said that he claimed to kill 50 people. And I think the court thing is still going to the state to find more bodies. But yeah, Donald Gaskins, Pee-wee Gaskins. There's more to the story. I just wrote some of this a little bit down. I may have a second part about him. If you want to go to, what's that called, Angry Grandpa, he'll show you everything about it. Because Angry Grandpa said that, and Gaskins, he was driving around in a hearse. And the hearse, it says, like, I have dead bodies in the back. Like, that was literally what he wrote on the back with, like, blood, like, fake, like, not fake blood. It was, like, some crayon or some type of shit. It was, like, red. And he wrote that back of the hearse that said, I have fake bodies. I have dead bodies in the back, not fake, but of course it's real. And nobody believed him because of his height and his vanish and all that. Nobody believed him. And yeah, he was driving around actually with dead bodies in the hearse. What else? There's a lot to discuss because he was, like I said, he was robbing people. His mother, she, like I said, forced him to watch her have sex with other men. Oh, his stepfather was so abusive to him, made him want to go do some robberies, take out his anger. He said he got pleasure from that. I'm gonna actually look into his execution date. I'm gonna try to find that and see if he said anything interesting. I don't think he said anything interesting on his execution day. But yeah, Pee Wee Herman. No, Pee Wee Gaskins. He was, yeah. So I think he kind of reminds me like me though a little bit, as people take advantage of me, my height and shit. But yeah, anyways, yeah, thanks for the video. May go do a second part of him. I mean, probably will though, because I want to look more deep into it, because it's got a lot more stuff like adding up. Well, not adding up. There's a lot more stuff into it that I will look into, and then I'll do a part 2 of it. But yeah, so I may do a Charles Manson video, either a Charles Manson or a don't know what to do. However, like a Charles Manson video I'm gonna do next. But anyways, thanks for watching Ghost Buzz, and yeah, this has been another serial killer talk with Donald Gaskins. Like I said, I'm gonna do a part 2 after I look into it deeply into it, or I may just redo it and then just say it better. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.